Like, what about slow Wi-Fi? Like, do we have any?
I think we can do something like slow Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, some like apps like asks you like, I don't know, like Netflix just like asks you if you want to like go with data if you don't have Wi-Fi. I don't know. Or like some other apps like asks you for like storage. They're like, okay, for how long do you want to keep your videos or pictures that you have on this app? For example, we can do something with like our internet connection that for example, right now I only want to focus on Zoom, and if my connection is bad, I can like take the focus out of like all the other apps or like pages that are eating out my internet and only like focus on like Zoom that I'm using right now.
So should we go with Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we can do it.
I think so. I think that's possible.
Then, okay, so it says, what is your idea? And then, oh, I think we're on this part. Yeah. And then what are you selling? So ours would be some sort of like application, I guess. So it would be an app that would like offload internet from like other like sorts of like tabs and stuff that are.
I think so.
Yeah.
And like and like it should recognize which app we're using the most. Like for example, like our phones, like when we're like driving or we're literally on the bus and we're not driving, in order to unlock the phone, it like asks you if you're not driving. So like it sort of just like acknowledges that you are moving. So probably should be like an app that like acknowledges which app you're using the most at the moment and then just like focuses on that app.
Okay. And then it said, what need does it serve or what problem does it solve? So I guess like bad internet issues.
Bad
and then,
connection.
yeah.
Low Wi-Fi, stuff like that. Yeah.
But isn't there like a consequence? So will we be like completely using that entire data into one place? Because if people want to get notifications like messages or emails that
I think it could be, yeah. Like, are you saying that like would it work with like and stuff?
so if we're gonna focus the entire internet on Zoom, the mobile application that does it, do we have to worry about if the message application doesn't work, so people might not get notifications on their messages or the emails?
That's an interesting point. So like you're saying if it offloads like the internet basically on those, like would we still be getting updates and notifications about like emails or like Facebook or like whatever if we don't have internet towards it? That's actually a very good point. That's actually a little bit of a flaw, I guess, in our plan, but
maybe we could do that. I like this plan, but maybe we could focus 80% of the internet mobile data into the application that you're using. Maybe you're watching Netflix and you're kind of focusing it on that, but then the rest of the 20% just stay upon the rest of the applications, but then it would be slow. That's the
I see. So it would just be less on the other ones, but a lot more on the main one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then who will use it and who will buy it?
Everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess everyone, and the only people who wouldn't would probably be like in extremely remote areas that don't have internet or something. And then how will you make money? So I guess by selling this like application to like any Wi-Fi or internet providers like Telus or like whatever. I don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? Like cell phone people providers.
Exactly. I think it should be, it can, I don't know, like it can also like, it's not like we're actually doing it, but I was thinking like probably just like Telus or like Shaw that like have their own like phone numbers, like internet, home security, and like everything that they have, like probably if we advertise it perfectly well, and since it's gonna like solve a huge issue, especially in this generation and in this era, probably like we can make a lot of money and then like expand the business and just be like, okay, now we have mobile phone numbers too, like, you know, different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could also make I like the mobile app idea, but maybe we could also extend it to a Chrome extension. Like people might be on Google Earth, which kind of takes up a lot of internet, and then they might be on some other Google search, so they could kind of focus all their internet on maybe one tab of the Chrome or any other software you're using.
Yeah, that's a good point. And even for like people who are remote, we could maybe make like a more cost-effective like version of almost like a portable, like how they have like power banks you can take with you, but like a portable internet thing that you could take with you, and you could like have it in remote villages, and it's almost like data on your phone, but somehow if we can get it without needing service, it would be helpful, because a lot of people can't, like, I don't think you can use internet without service. So I think that that might be helpful too, if we could like figure out a way to like add that to the application. And then it says, what threats or hurdles will you face? So what are some problems with this? So I guess like the one that Kashka mentioned was also good was like, I guess getting notifications and stuff on their apps without like using internet would be one.
Yeah. No, I agree with that one.
And like, I guess getting it to rural areas, and also trying to get like companies to take this on when they're already, I don't know, have like really good technology. It'd be hard to maybe convince them to try something completely.
Exactly. Get people to trust it, because like every single app or like every single like organization or company, everybody's just like, oh yeah, like our internet is perfect.
Yeah. Okay, and then it says, what external help do you need, or who can help? So we probably need someone who's like into app building to like make this, because like they'd have to know coding or of some kind.
Yeah, some sort of software developer, something like that. Probably most helpful.
Yeah. Oh, Shawna, are we supposed to make like a presentation with slides and stuff?
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think you'll have time, to be honest. And I think maybe just having a discussion afterwards, a little bit more coalesced, but you're getting through all of the questions. So if you want and you think you'll have time, you can copy and paste this template. Otherwise, I think you're doing pretty well without
Okay.
slides.
Okay, what do you think, Kashka? Is that okay if we just do a discussion?
Yeah, that's okay. That's cool.
Okay, sounds good.
I
And
can.
then, yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just thinking, if you guys wanted a logo, I can start making a logo.
Awesome, that works.
Okay.
Because you're like creative. I remember when we were talking in the beginning.
Yes,
Okay,
Pri might
and
be a
then
little
last
more creative
question.
than me, but
My connection is really bad right now. I just heard my name, I think.
Yeah,
oh no, I was just saying for like the whole
is,
creative aspect.
what is the first step that you need to take today to
I think our connection is all really bad.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, like interrupting like 5 of you right there, but
I'm sorry, I was doing the same thing.
I like here,
The
but
irony of everybody like losing connection.
yeah, that was weird. It like happened in sync, but yeah. So the last question, it says, what is the first step you need to take today to make progress? So what do you guys think?
I think probably like acknowledging the main issue, uh, because in order to convince people, because like we know there's a problem and then we sort of know what we're gonna do, but I think probably just like acknowledge like where the main issue is, and then target that main issue and be like, yes, our connection gets really bad because of this issue, and then come with like, I don't know, back it up with some obviously like scientifical reasons or whatever. So I think just like acknowledging like the main issue that causes lack of connection.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like kind of almost like market research and seeing if like the problem is really there, and like how much we would help with that and stuff would be a good starting point, like going out and seeing and sending surveys or something. And then I was thinking, I don't know, if like the name of the company, just throwing it out there, we could do like WiFix, like Wi-Fi, but then with an X at the end to be like, I don't know,
Oh, I
a fixed
love
version
that.
of bad Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, we can go with that then. And then I'm just seeing what it's saying for, yeah, I think that, what do you think, Hannah? Are we good?
Yes. So, okay, yeah, I wrote down a little logo. I tried to draw a little hammer with the little WiFix thing. So hopefully this is a good logo.
Okay. All right. I think we're ready, Shawna.
Perfect. All right. So go to it. And I don't expect this to be polished or rehearsed or that you have assigned speaking parts. Just go by either the questions or the templates you answered and kind of chime in as and build on each other's answers. But go for it.
Okay. So I'll go off of I guess like what we have in the para, but at our class LABMP, we have created WiFix because of Wi-Fi connectivity problems that are designed for everyday users. It will appear to like TELUS or other like connectivity, I guess, companies because and appeal to them because it is fixing their connection issues that they currently have. Um, and then we anticipate that the hurdle we will have is like getting outreach to like rural areas or how we're like offloading other apps and stuff without making them basically like not send notifications. And we'll overcome it by trying to maybe make like a portable device that we could have that would also offer Wi-Fi to like rural areas. And some of the strengths include I guess greater Wi-Fi, like better Wi-Fi, like stronger, as well as getting maybe Wi-Fi to like rural areas would be cool. And then we will make money by selling this to like already like established companies, which would like help us kind of like promote the product. And our first step we need to take today is sending out surveys or market research. And then I don't know if you guys want to like go through the logo and kind of explain that or other things I might have missed.
Yeah, I would love to see the logo.
It's a very so I drew a little person. He's a little phone. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this is the WiFix man, and he's basically a phone that has really good service, and he has a hammer because he's fixing it, and he has a little toolbox.
That's amazing.
And then he says, "I can fix it." So yeah, that's basically what I came up with.
I love it.
I'm not super artistic, but I tried. So yeah.
Awesome. Well done. So what, how did you feel about the process? It's a lot. You guys achieved a lot in the space of an hour and a half. You built an entire company and fixed a very relevant problem. Any insights on the process and the session?
I think it was actually really fun because it was like almost an accelerated process, but I think that the introductions that you let us do with like each other actually helped with us like already getting that out of the way to like start working, because otherwise it would have taken a while for us to like I think open up in the beginning, but like once we had the document we just like went wild writing on there, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Perfect. Someone else was going to say something. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I think that the pet peeves definitely opened us up a little more. I think we got all our anger out, and I just thought it was a really fun process getting to know everyone and like kind of coming together through our pet peeves to find some sort of connection and form a whole business out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was sorry. I was also gonna say that like how like you were just like you don't have to be professional in order to achieve something extremely professional, and I think like an insight is that like probably like everything could be as easy as it was right now, because if we actually were a bunch of scientists we could probably do something about it in like an hour and a half, or probably we had an idea. But when we sit down and think about it, we're just like, oh my God, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much thinking. It's going to be a long process. And when we think about it, it sounds so much harder than if we actually sit down and do it. So yeah, I think it was really nice.
Yeah, that's a really good insight. And it was interesting watching the group evolution, because you had great rapport as a group. You all contributed, you built off each other's ideas, and the brainstorming was no issue, but then you almost got to the point where you were paralyzing yourselves with decision paralysis when it came to picking a topic. And then once you got over that, you were back on track again. So yeah, it was really awesome watching a really good group dynamic there. All right, if there's no other comments, I just wanted to wrap up with one final video as to why we think differently and why we bother innovating, and why we explore low-tech solutions as well as high-tech solutions. So here's our last video. So because as we've been trying to hammer home throughout these past 3 sessions, because there's potential in everything, whether it's a bottle or an everyday household item like a spoon, and everyone. And the world is full of problems to be solved. So let me share this video. Okay, perfect. This one. And then we will be free after that.
Hi everyone, we are the Story Girls. This is how Fiverr helped us turn our scary bathroom into the bathroom of our dreams. If you guys don't know what Fiverr is, it is a
This thing is gonna change the way that people have nights. Bulbs is a cheap way of allowing light to go through your roof. By putting this on the roof, it goes through the bottle. The water serves as a thick lens, and it enters. And once water hits water, it refracts. So it goes 360 degrees. So it lights up a whole 35 square meter room in a very big way. That's 55 watts of free electricity. So what you save during the day, you can use for books, for school, transforming society as we know it. And if you can improve a life of a family, even in the smallest way, but make cumulatively many people be able to benefit from this, you change a whole new generation. They can read, they're better nutrition, and the same thing is you don't have to spend money where it's not necessary. And that's the gift of the solar bulb.
We'll end on that note, but the point of that is your solutions, you can, even with a simple innovation, we've talked about bottles a lot in this class. Stop the share. So we've talked a lot about bottles, we've talked about thinking differently, and the bottom line is by simply asking, how can I make this better? There's a lot of potential for you to make your footprint in the world. So with that, we're over time. I will leave you. Oh, that's not, I'm sharing the wrong screen, but you can really learn about DARPA as well. Stop share. Share screen. Just wanted to leave you with the resources that will be at the end of the slide. You have all the slides here. We already had a bit of a discussion, but my hope is that these exercises and these classes have been useful for you in learning about the world of problems and opportunities out there, the resources you have at your disposal. And the next time I see you currently is planned in person on March 15th, when we will be doing some work with headsets, virtual reality, and medical modules for education and radiology. So you have my email address, and see you next time. Thanks for being such great participants.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.